Our Hello Clinton County coverage now, with new life being brought to a historic building and former church. My co-anchor William Ingalls has more for us tonight from Clinton. And William, this church was going to be demolished, but business leaders stepped in and saved it.
Yeah, Sharon, hard to believe that this beautiful building was actually on the list to be demolished, but that's where Seven Hills South comes in. Now, this one's an interesting one. You've heard of probably the phrase, the separation of church and state. Well, here it's the combination of church and craft brewing. A lot of you at home are probably asking questions as to how this works, but sometimes when fate and faith are involved, it's just best not to ask too many questions.
The windows were replaced in the 70s, so they got replaced then from the original windows. The mosaic was 1910, 1911. Some artisans from Italy came over. It took them a little over a year to put up. It's all hammered gold, individual pieces that they put up. So this is like one of our, I'd say, our biggest claim to fame that we have here is this mosaic.
There's clearly the look of a church in downtown Clinton, but if the hymns on the board don't give it away, Sundays aren't spent praying.
So we wanted something that had cool old bones, such as a church, schoolhouse, firehouse, whatever we could find. And we just happened to know a guy who knew a guy that this property was vacant. I bet we were in here for 5 minutes and we're like, yep, this is it. We want to do this.
And with that, Great Revival Brewery gave new life to a historic building that was about to be taken to rubble.
It actually was on the demolition list, so until we came in here, it was actually probably going to be taken down. So we thought, wow, what an opportunity to save this beautiful facility.
But a couple years after opening in 2023, Great Revival Brewery was fighting to stay above water. The owner of Seven Hills Brewing Company, Keith Gutierrez, might tell you divine intervention steered him here.
To say that I was looking at Clinton would be, a lie per se. I didn't really know much about Clinton. But I knew that we wanted to go south.
South from their existing locations in Dubuque and Dyersville, but a call from the bank and maybe a hint of fate led Gutierrez to a spot he knew almost instantly was the right fit.
Knowing that it was south, knowing that it was a river town, and knowing the size of this operation, I was like, wow, this kind of just seems like lock and key.
Keeping Clinton's only brewery from kicking the keg.
I mean, there's no brewery in town. We are the only one. The next closest brewery to us would be probably down in LeClaire at Green Tree. So it was a nice pull for the people of this community that they could stay in town.
Hoping to keep the pair of prayers and pints rolling for years to come.
And when you talk about keeping that rolling, we are still looking here live at Seven Hills South. A big crowd here on Friday night, so it's a good suggestion that the times will be rolling here for years to come in this beautiful historic building here at the Great Revivalist Church, the former site of it. Now, there are some big plans here that Seven Hills plans to continue to do. Some of those are ADA improvements, but a number of those are with events here, both inside and outside. Those developments will come in the coming weeks and months. A pretty cool story here. Reporting live in Clinton, I'm William Ingalls, KWQC TV6 News. Back to you, Sharon.
All right, thank you, William. Certainly a beautiful venue there for really anything. All right, well, small